Hello, everyone. So, with Alexander being hurt, I just kind of want to go over how bad this could end up being. So, obviously, him getting hurt that could leave Minnesota in kind of a precarious spot because, especially if he were to land on IR. So, Zimmer does say Mike Hughes is getting close and he has a chance to play this week at Lambeau. Now, is that more so because he's actually close and ready to play, or is this more because, oh no, Mackensie Alexander's hurt, we need a nickel replacement right now? And I do think if it's more of the latter, where you're kind of saying, well, he's kind of like 80%, but if he's anywhere from, obviously 85 to 100, you're saying, all right, we need you now. But if he's probably not to 100, I wouldn't think he'd probably be more likely in. I don't even know if he actually would be 80%, because I do think the initial thing was, yeah, he probably wouldn't be. They did take him off the pup, so they knew he would be ready within the first 6 weeks. But I think everyone's understanding was probably not until at least week 4. So speeding up 2 weeks, that could end up causing a problem, which I don't think is a risk I would really like to take with Mike Hughes, considering he's basically the only corner that we have that we can say, for the long term, is a guy that they are going to have, with both Alexander and Waynes in contract years this year, and Rhodes in some trade rumors, plus on the other side of 30-ish, kind of, well, not 30, but he's getting up there in age, and you just don't know. So there's that. And obviously, with Holton Hill suspended, you don't have that direct thing in there. So your best options, or I guess your only real options, are Jaron Curse, Mark Fields, or Chris Boyd. Now, Curse would obviously be the best option to put in there. He kind of filled in there last week, but I think that worked out a little better, as you do have a guy like Mohamed Sanu in there with the Atlanta Falcons. So what kind of mismatch is he going to be against a quicker, more agile kind of slot receiver? That's going to be a massive disadvantage for Minnesota to have him in the slot full time. As where I do like him in his nice little role, I don't think he's a good full time nickel playing starting player like that. And I just can't see Zim putting in either the 7th round rookie, Chris Boyd, or the undrafted rookie free agent they just acquired in Mark Fields, for one simple reason: experience. I know he has that with a lot of positions, but when he first got to Minnesota, if you recall, one of his very first moves was to acquire Captain Munnerlyn, and he would man down the fort for 3 years, and then the next slot corner after that, Terrence Newman. And then after Terrence Newman, obviously you have Mackensie Alexander, who spent 2 years on the bench learning from Terrence Newman and Captain Munnerlyn a little bit the first year, I guess, but kind of learning the system and things like that. And he didn't do anything till year 3, which was last season. And some of that was kind of self-inflicted by Mackensie Alexander, as he was said to be kind of stubborn and, kind of thought he had all the answers, which clearly he did not. But they knew this was kind of a problem going into the year, where we did see them work out Orlando Scandrick, who kind of made the most noise. I saw when I think they also hosted Brian Body Calhoun, because I know they hosted Josh Jones. I thought I saw that in the same tweet thing, but I'm not entirely sure. So don't quote me on that one. But Orlando Scandrick obviously is a veteran slot corner, and he kind of carved out a solid 10-year career since being a 5th-round draft choice back in 2008. So he is actually currently a free agent, though, right now, after being cut by Philly at final cuts. But that could potentially be a thing where you kind of say, well, Philly could be bringing him back for week 2, just kind of getting rid of those guaranteed things with the veterans. You know how it is, that's just how it is sometimes. But as of right now, he is a free agent that they can go out and sign if they aren't feeling comfortable with any of this. And the one guy I'm saying might have an outside chance of things is Captain Munnerlin. Well, mentioned him a little bit before. And he obviously he knows the system. The system is the same as when he left and came here. So, and he did manage to get 4 interceptions, 12 pass deflections, and 2 forced fumbles while being the starting nickel for 3 years in Minnesota. So there could be that. And I do think this could be pretty bad in terms of how bad is this exactly, just because a dislocated elbow takes 4 to 6 weeks to kind of recover, which would put him in the timeline of playing either at Giants, at home against Philly, or in Detroit. So I don't know if you want to wait that long to really try to remedy this. I don't think I would. I think you kind of need to address this as quickly as you can. And yeah, so I'd like to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Until next time, I bid you all adieu.